Good morning and welcome to Trail Grazers, where we focus on great food for the trail. And today we're going to be focusing on snacks, fruit snacks for taking with us on trips and trail rides. And we have done at least one and maybe two videos on freeze drying pre-frozen mixed fruits, and those turned out great. We have had a lot of requests over on Rose Red Homestead to find out whether or not canned fruits and vegetables do well in the dehydrator. We have just completed a video last week on dehydrating canned vegetables, including some of our own home canned vegetables. And this morning, which is why I'm in the same outfit, if you watch both channels, you'll notice I'm in the same outfit. This morning, we did dehydrating fruits that had been previously canned. I don't have a lot of home bottled fruit because we rotate through it. Fruit that is getting older. We did do a jar of my peaches over on Rose Red this morning. But Jim and I went to the restaurant store, our favorite restaurant store. And if you want to see a little video on that, you can check on Monday for our micro moment where we show us going to that store. We were not permitted to video on the inside of the store, but we showed the front of the store, and then we brought home our haul and unpacked it on camera so you can see that. In any case, we got 3 number 10 cans of fruit, apricots, pears, and fruit cocktail. And so I prepared 2 trays of each of these to go into the dehydrator. And of course, as you can see, I had some left over. And so here's apricots, pears, and fruit cocktail. The real thing that triggered this video was I wanted to see if we could do mandarin oranges in the freeze dryer and have them turn out delicious enough that we could pack them up and take them for snacks when we travel. So I did a lot of shopping around and got a pretty good buy on case lots of this size of cans. So I've been opening cans this morning with our handy dandy can opener. This one I'm going to show you in a minute is in our Amazon store. It is really great. And while that one is going, I'll use another can opener to open this one in the interest of time. And I'm just pouring them right here in the sink in a colander, right here, over a bowl to catch the juice. And I'm going to figure out something else to do with the juice. And this can opener does not open the top lid, but rather it goes underneath and opens so that there's no sharp edges, which makes it really nice. So right here in this colander, I have 9 of those cans, and I don't know how many trays this is going to be, but Jim and I have learned from experience that when we put foods that are too sugary, natural sugar or added sugar, in the freeze dryer, it doesn't do well. It bubbles up, it crystallizes, it forms a layer of sugar over the top, and so we have learned. We started this with, in fact, we had, when I was doing lemons, I did lemon juice, natural lemon juice, no sugar added, and it blew up in our freeze dryer. Literally, it just sprayed, dried, sticky, awful lemon juice crystals all over the inside and made a huge mess. So, and then we also learned with frozen pineapple that we needed to rinse it. So I am going to do a quick rinse on this. Just to get some of the sugar off. These are a little delicate. I killed some of them with that water. And then I'm just going to very carefully lift them out on the tray. And I don't know if we have to get more or not. Probably so. But I hope these do well. I think these would just be so great to have in a container plastic bag or whatever, and just be able to snack on these instead of candy bars or other things. I'm going to do, so I think this is going to be okay. I'm going to do thinner layers for this first round. I have a whole nother case of these. If it turns out, we'll be doing another batch, probably with deeper layers. Okay, so here we have our batch of pre-canned fruit to see if we can turn them into delicious snacks for the trail. So I'm going to go pre-cool the freeze dryer, and when it is ready to receive these trays, we will meet you out there in the Kelvin lab. Kelvin, of course, is what we call our freeze dryer. Last tray going in. Okay. Just close the drain valve, and now we're going to continue. And there we are. It is starting to freeze. So this will take a while, sometime tomorrow or maybe even the next day. I think it will take close to 30 hours. So we'll see how it goes, and we will be back when we're ready to check our results. Good morning, and here we are back. It has been more than 40 hours. So this is one of the longest batches that we've ever done. I'm recovering from a cold, and so you'll hear that a little bit in my voice. I know what took it so long, and that was the mandarin oranges. When I had previously attempted to dehydrate mandarin oranges, it took them forever to dry. And even then, they weren't all the way dry. The little tiny cells filled with juice are just really something. And you'll be able to see that these are, they look shiny, and that is because there is a coating of sugar on the top, even in spite of the fact that we rinsed it off. Now, all of them are showing signs of sugar. Here is the sugar on the apricots, on the bottom of the apricots. Everything just turned out really great. They're dry and they're crispy. These are wonderful, just wonderful. They're going to be great for snacks. And so I'm just going to break these and drop them in here. We're going to combine the pears and the apricots together. So I'll come back and finish this. What I really want to get to is getting these off, because these are going to be the problem ones. If I do this again with mandarin oranges, I will probably lay them out individually because they break so easily. I can't pull them apart, and so they're going to be broken. They are delicious. They're really, really good. But they're going to be in these chunks instead of individual segments, which is perfectly fine. We'll still eat them. They're very light, very airy. It's like biting into a cloud, practically. So I'll get these finished up off camera, and we'll come back. So these should not be a problem at all. They're going to come up in individual pieces. I have not tasted these, and of course, I'm going for a cherry. There it is. Took a minute for the taste to kick in. See about a grape. Oh, these are good. This will be a very nice little snack too. So I'll finish getting all of these into the jars, and then we'll come back when that's done. Here we are. We have a full jar of apricots and pears, and 3/4 of a jar of the fruit cocktail, and then a jar and a half of the mandarin oranges. Now, I don't intend to rehydrate these. We'll just eat these as snacks, but I'm sure some of you are curious as to how they would rehydrate. I wanted to show you there's quite a bit of waste with the mandarin oranges. It just crumbs up so easily. And so I'm not sure that I'll do those again, but boy, they sure are good. I'm going to vacuum seal these, so I'll get one going and then we will rehydrate. So here, apricot and pear, and they go just almost instantly. Fruit cocktail, mandarin oranges. Okay, this is done. So the apricot is completely finished, and you can see that it is all loosey-goosey. You know, you could use this for stewed apricots or something like that for breakfast if you wanted to. But they're just too floppy for a salad, I think. See how the pear did. The taste is just fine on these. If you wanted to do something with them, I'm sure that you could. So here's the grape, not quite done. Here's a peach. They're okay. I much prefer them as a snack. So let's see how our little mandarin oranges did. Oh, still hard. I think that sugar crust is probably preventing water to get in. So it may be a little bit more time to get those done. Here's a little piece. The taste is there, but the texture isn't. So these will work best just for snacking. So we now have these new snacks in the fruit department. I'm very pleased with these. These will go out in our in the lab where we keep our freeze-dried foods. This one I'm going to keep in the house. It looks so pretty in this jar.
It's almost like candy.
It does look like candy. Christmas candy, woohoo! So this will be a nice little snack. So I think this is a successful experiment with freeze-drying canned fruits. And that gives us another option to prepare food for the trail. Thank you so much for being with us for this video. We really appreciate your watching our videos, and spread the word. We hope this is a fun channel for everyone who has joined it. So we will see you next week for another video.